South Georgia counties. The National Weather Service confirmed an EF1 tornado touched down on Tuesday. It left not only destruction, but power outages behind as well.
5:14 right now. We want to check on Maria LaRosa. Maria, when you see that, you were pointing out different things in different parts of the country. Unfortunately, that's what they get in the South.
Right, yeah, not unusual this time of year to see that level of severe weather across there. But, you know, the system was packed with warmth and all that tropical moisture, especially across the South. I have a loop just to kind of into Georgia. Meanwhile, on the northern side, all of that blue, but it was a lot of moisture that came in. And so for us, it was about ice piling up. Thankfully, this morning it is much quieter. We are past all of that. With that said, as we take a live look at Newark Airport and the New Jersey Turnpike, it is going to be a better travel day all across the board. So that's great news. 32 degrees at Central Park right now. Still enough of a breeze where the wind chill factors down into the upper 20s. We'll get into the mid 30s by the lunch hour. Some sunshine to boot. So really nice start to the day that way if you look out your window. We may actually get a few snow bursts. The brisk northwest flow and the lake effect machine kicking in. That means we could get some snow showers to come through the area. You can see by later on this afternoon, really at any point into the afternoon, anywhere there is a chance for that quick burst, and it really takes us into this evening too, and then things quiet down. But you may start to hear this afternoon about the snow squall warnings. Yes, they're issued by the National Weather Service, a lot like severe thunderstorm warnings, as a sort of an immediate heads up about some impactful weather. It's for brief, intense snow that produces limited visibility, and that in turn can produce dangerous travel conditions. So if you get that alert on your phone, that's what that means. Otherwise, it's just ushering in some really cold air, the coldest of the season for sure. By tomorrow morning, waking up to temperatures in the teens in the city, but that's not it. The winds are really going to be brisk, very gusty, so wind chill a huge factor. In fact, the National Weather Service now has Western Ulster County in a wind chill advisory. Just to put in perspective, that's a pretty low threshold here. We're talking 15 to 20 degree below zero wind chill in those areas tomorrow. For the city, we're waking up near zero wind chills and feeling like the low teens most of the day. So dangerous cold. Make sure you're prepared for it. Watch the pets, the kids. We will see dry traffic. What are you watching right now?
There's definitely a couple of things happening out there. We saw this closure on Sunrise Highway westbound, an accident investigation out there. This is by exit 64. You also have the ramps at exit 65 closed. So definitely keep that in mind. Suffolk County commuters heading over to 95 southbound. You still have delays due to construction in the Portchester area there. So getting from Connecticut into Westchester County, quite a slow go. Delays go back past exit 3 now. And then heading over to the BQE, you have a stalled truck eastbound by Tillery Street. So you can see the delay on the maps, and you can see that very slow going stream of headlights as they come around the bend here by the Brooklyn Bridge. So another spot you may want to avoid. We'll take a live look outside. Here's Route 3, but right now everything is moving along nicely. That stalled vehicle cleared, and if you're headed out to the Deegan southbound, things are jammed up because of construction out by 95. So right by the Alexander Hamilton Bridge, just one lane gets by, and that bottleneck you can see is really causing a jam. Michael, back over to you.
Lauren, thank you very much.
Not quietly standing by. Good morning, everybody. Wednesday morning, it's December 18th. I'm Darlene Rodriguez.
I'm Michael Gargiulo, so let's take a live look outside and see what it looks like right now. Beautiful view there of the city. The lights are twinkling, as they say.
They are. Lauren Scala is tracking roads and rails. Storm Team 4's Maria LaRosa is here with today's weather headlines. A lot of ice twinkling out there as well.
Oh, it sure is. You know, driving in, seeing all the ice-covered tree limbs still this morning. So that hasn't gone away. And with a little bit of a breeze, we still run the risk of some of those tree limbs coming down. And that means power outages and problems on the road. So just watch that first step out. It is chilly for sure. 32 degrees in the city, 29 White Plains, Bridgeport at 30 degrees. We have the same in Sussex and Somerville at 31. But you can see with the radar and satellite picture, otherwise a quiet picture. Just enough of a breeze, as I mentioned. Wind chill's a factor this morning. Feels more like 26 in the city, teens in many spots already. So we are going to see some sunshine, bright sunshine to start the day off. Partly cloudy by 2 p.m., 36 degrees. There may be some quick bursts of snow showers for the afternoon into the early evening, so watch for some of those changing driving conditions, maybe that kind of setup. All right, and speaking of driving conditions or the morning commute in general, let's get the latest. Lauren Scala, what are you watching this morning?
We've had quite a few issues for the early
commute in general. Let's get the latest. Lauren Scala, what are you watching this morning?
We've had quite a few issues for the early commute. Usually it's pretty quiet at this hour, but if you are heading out the door, you're going to see delays on the BQE, really almost back onto the Gowanus at this point. There's a disabled tractor trailer that takes out 2 lanes by Tillery Street, so just past the Brooklyn Bridge there by the Manhattan Bridge, and you could see just those headlights not really moving. So avoid this if you can. Then heading over to 95 southbound, you have the construction delays back to exit 3 coming from Connecticut into Westchester County, and the Deegan also very backed up southbound heading into 95 in the Bronx. So leave yourself extra time. Michael, back to you.
Warren, thank you very much.
Part of the risk and the weather hasn't changed. As we take a view from the New Jersey side near the Holland Tunnel, it is clear though, so we have that 32 degrees at Central Park, just enough of a breeze right now that wind chill is 26 degrees. So a chilly start to the morning commute. Just watch out for still some slick spots, especially that first step out the door. Blustery and feeling like in the 20s most of the day today, and even some afternoon and evening snow showers. So I'll time these out, what that means for the weather, that big chill ahead, and I do have a little bit of a warm up and some great news for travel that's coming up in the 10-day forecast.
Thanks so much, Maria. 5:40 right now. Still ahead, a new push to ban styrofoam containers across New York State. When we could feel the impact.
I'm Jen Maxfield, live on the Upper East Side. Coming up, we're going to take you inside this unique holiday display, and you won't believe where we are right now. We'll show you in a couple minutes.
If you're getting on the rails right now, there are some issues out there. Q trains are running on the D and the F lines between Lexington Avenue and DeKalb Ave. You still have delays on Coney Island bound N trains. And for those of you planning on taking the air train anytime soon at Newark Airport, it's experiencing delays again this morning. Air train at JFK is okay though. And we'll take a live look outside at the Long Island Expressway in Queens, where traffic is building.
It is your doing, but there's a surprise inside. An amazing holiday display right inside the parking garage, and it's all created by Javier Sanchez. Good morning, and thank you for having us here this morning. You've been doing this for 10 years.
Yes, thank you for coming. We'll be doing this for 10 years, and we would like to surprise you with a great holiday display. And at this time, we're having Hanukkah, which is being made handmade from cardboard, silicone, and wood. You see, I got the David stars, I got the dreidels, and I got the menorahs. And we would like to invite you and see how it looks, and hope you like it. Enjoy it at home.
I think it's beautiful. And Javier, you said that you had said to some of your customers you didn't typically see a Hanukkah display as well.
Yes, of course. I want to have something different. That was the main goal, the idea, and is to have something different that no one ever seen before. And these are the houses and the colors of the Hanukkah. Festivities
of the holiday. And we're going to take a walk over here. This is the fireplace display. It just keeps unfolding as you pull into the parking garage. What do your customers say about this?
Well, the kids love it. First of all, we enjoy it a lot, and customers are amazed how a garage in the city becomes in Christmas time. And we hope everybody enjoys at home and here at the garage.
We are enjoying it. And Javier, you said that it's not just you. You work with 7 other people here at the garage, and you start in October.
We start in October. I do some work at home. I do some work here on my days off. And when the time comes to put it all together, my guys, which are 7 more, including myself, we all put it together. And thanks to all of them, we are able to accomplish this big display here at the garage.
Well, it's fantastic. Javier, thank you for being with us this morning. And Michael and Darlene, we're going to be back inside the Christmas Village. We're going to see the Nativity Village. They have a lot going on here right inside the parking garage. Now sending it back to you in the studio.
Oh, tell Javier we think he did an amazing job.
Yes, that is. I think that's one of our favorite displays.
That is so cute.
Yes, for sure.
Thanks, Jen.
I mean, all the effort.
You know what? I love the little parking garage, the little version of it.
Right.
I think there's so many cool parts to it, but I just love that part.
Like in my heart, I would love to have that kind of effort in my house.
Right.
That's
Absolutely.
amazing.
And it's just a nice thing if you pull in, you're going to work,
right.
you're
That's
starting
so
your
cute.
day. How great is that
Love
to
it,
have
love
something
it.
like that?
Love it, love it.
Javier. What's going on this morning?
All right, it feels very holiday and festive because it's so chilly, and this is actually just the start.
Maria LaRosa is here with a look at today's forecast. Maria, 32 degrees. Where's that temperature going?
I know. We're not going up much, just a few degrees here and there, but it's cold. cold enough for all that ice that's been out there since the gibbous moon out there right now, pretty high in the sky. 32 in the city, 27 though in Sussex and Newburgh, Monticello coming in at 23, 31 degrees in Islip and Long Branch at 33. Just enough of a breeze right now that wind chill's a factor. It feels more like 21 in White Plains, 16 the wind chill in Newburgh, and it feels like 24 in the city. So it'll remain brisk through the day today. We will manage to get above freezing, get some sunshine in there as well. But notice by 3-4 o'clock into the evening drive, there will be some snow squalls, quick bursts of snow showers and temperatures that'll be falling into the 20s as early as 9 o'clock, and it continues to bottom out from there by this time tomorrow in the teens. All right, let's get you ready for something else too, the morning commute, and Lauren Scala has you covered. What's going on?
There's definitely some issues out there, and one just
the morning commute, and Lauren Scala has you covered. What's going on?
There's definitely some issues out there, and one just came in, an overturned truck on the LIE, so it's a little tough to see. You can see the flashing lights. It's a little pixelated here, but this is westbound by exit 40, the Jericho Turnpike exit. Definitely takes out the HOV lane. It looks like the left lane as well, so delays are building quickly in this area. And we'll take a live look outside at the extra time today on the Gowanus. Darlene, back over to you.
Lauren, thank you. It's 6:01 right now. Now to that stunning.
We could get a little movement one way or the other, but up.
We will. It's in the forecast. I'll have that for you. Not so much today. We're actually on the other side of that. We're headed down after this evening. But in the meantime, it is clear, right? We've got that at the bus stop. 30 degrees starting out with the sunrise at 7:15. Brisk for their lunch hour and recess for the kids, 35 degrees. And we could see a passing snow shower, but definitely feeling colder for the afternoon as the winds pick up. So coming up, I'm tracking the snow squalls for today, timing that out. Coldest air of the season on the move. I do have a warm up, but not before we really see some brutally cold weather. That's all coming up in the 10-day forecast.
Thanks, Maria. Still ahead as well. Bobcat alert.
Seen a new feed.
I'm Jen Maxfield, live inside the Continental Towers parking garage on the Upper East Side. Coming up, we're going to show you one of the most unique holiday displays in the city. This nativity scene is just the beginning. We'll show you more in a little bit.
Today's a gridlock alert day, and if you're getting on the rails, subways look good right now, and so do the major commuter rail lines, but NJ Transit has canceled 6 trains this morning on the Morris and Essex line, so keep that in mind. If you're getting on the roads, we have a bunch of problems out there, including road closures due to downed trees. So Route 134 closed in both directions out by Grace Lane and the Ossining area. And we'll take a live look outside of this
Christmas Village, the Hanukkah Village, the Nativity Village. People come to see this display even if they're not parking a car here.
It is true. And also, I have a little surprise, which is for me and my wife, also walking through the village, and the waterfall, which is great, and the bridges. And I think that everything will come up in a great piece.
You modeled it in part after Strasbourg, France. It's so unique and so special. Thank you for being with us this morning.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming at this garage. Thank you.
And Michael and Darlene, we've been talking to so many people driving their cars and their monthly customers. They say they look forward to this every year.